Hear him out? No! I can't choose anything. Why can't I choose anything? Huh? Ah! Come on now, come on. Oh my goodness! Take 2, darling. Oh no!
This game contains explicit images and content that may be disturbing or triggering to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to your boyfriend, the absolutely normal, not crazy guy that just wants to be in a relationship with you. Nothing's crazy about him. I'm not gaslighting you. Today we're gonna go a different route actually. I wanna go the date TK route because apparently you can date TK. Disclaimer, I did not figure out how to date TK, but I got a crazier route. So just keep watching. And also at the end of this on day 4, I'm gonna actually try to escape boyfriend's house because last time I got my leg chopped off. So we're gonna try this again. My life has been chaotic. How many times do y'all wanna hear this? My family broke out into another fit of drama, so I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job, but even that has become unbearable. Working at the local greasy spoon diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to be able to afford an apartment. Now my roommate is always bringing some dropout into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is cooked and the rent is late. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month, picking up a second job that will drive me to an early grave at this point. The park gives me a chance to have some much needed alone time. I feel like every time I read this, because I've read it, this is my 3rd time reading this, I just become more and more dramatic. Closing my eyes, I rub my face and breathe out the tension from my body so that I could enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then I feel someone sit down next to me. Startled, I turn to face the interloper. Ah!
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Who's just you? The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I keep my eyes on him like a hawk, unsure what his intentions are. Not once do his unblinking eyes stray from mine. So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? You know dang well I ain't waiting for nobody. It just seems kind of odd for you to be sitting here all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does a sane person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? The stranger picks up on my unease, refraining from moving any closer towards me. Crossing his fingers in between his legs, he smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately, bruh. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me and comfort, fingers twitching.
Look, I know this is sudden. Very sudden. But may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
No. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he's weird. I can't tell if it's just him being socially awkward or eccentric. What? Why? Why is he interested in me of all people?
Well, I'm your boyfriend.
Isn't that why you're here? No! My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we were in a relationship? The stranger sits patiently waiting for my answer. I'm gonna do the ... answer. Discomforting silence grows. Unsure and confused by the situation, I can't find the words. It's just so sudden. Taking the hint, he removes his hand from mine. Looking away, the stranger chuckles awkwardly. Hey, I get it if you don't want me to be your boyfriend. I just thought I'd take the chance to ask you out. If he is guilt-tripping me, he's doing a terrible job. Well, it's just that I don't even know you, so don't worry, I get it. I suppose I'd be a little weirded out too if some random stranger came up and asked me out on a date. I don't think it's the fact that you asked me out on a date. I think it's the fact that you said I'm your boyfriend before even, like, we made things official and we don't know each other, or before even saying your name. I feel like that's what's weird, not asking me out on a date. Flattered, but still a little uneasy. He's taking my rejection well, not throwing a fit or making a scene. The stranger is almost understanding of my feelings. Thank God. I'd better get going then. It was nice talking to you though. Giving a smile and a sad wave before walking away, he leaves me alone on the bench. Okay. I watch him walk off, feeling sort of terrible for how things ended the way they did. Maybe I'll apologize to him if I ever see him again. I stay in the park a little while longer. I don't know if I should go after him or just shake it off and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Alright. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally wouldn't. I still can't get that man out of my head. It's baffling. On one hand, I'm glad that he didn't keep harassing me about going out with him. At the same time, I wish he stayed around for a little bit and just talked to me like a normal person. That could just be my loneliness talking. I hope I still get the TK route, because I did a different option. I didn't flat out reject him. I kind of just stayed quiet. I come across a local florist shop I remember passing on on a few of my downtown walks. I've been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but could never seem to find the time. Well, I have time now, so why not? Stepping into the shop, I'm hit with the fragrant combined scent of the various flowers inside. I wander past the colorful displays of flower arrangements, potted plants, and small gift bags of potpourri. I had a particular purchase in mind. I catch the scent of roses from a rustic wooden shelf display. Being mindful that some still had their thorns, I reach out to pick one up. A hand brushes against mine. I snatch my hand away, catching a glance at the other person. Oh, fancy seeing you here. The man from the park beams at me before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you shopped here too. I don't. The stranger places a finger over his lips. Shh, it's a small shop. There's no need to raise your voice. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. Did you follow me here? Is this a pure coincidence or should I be worried? What? No, of course not. He looks a little hurt by my accusation. I come here almost every day, you know, because he drives 3 hours to stalk us. That's a relief. He fumbles around with the rose in his hand, his eyes focused squarely on the ground. I love flowers. This little shop is the only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have made, and if they have any on sale. The only one nearby, 3 hours away, is the only one nearby. I'll admit that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner that you work at. Lately, I've been meaning to walk in to finally say hi, but I lose my nerve and stay out. I just want to see what happens if I say I guess it's not too bad. Hopefully I can still get the TK route. Maybe I am overreacting? I guess that's understandable. It's difficult for me to notice people when I'm walking the same path almost every day, like a mindless robot. I guess that I can't really blame him for my lack of awareness. Look, I have to get going. He steps closer as if mustering up the nerve to ask me something. I know you have no interest in me, and I get that, but can I at least see you again? Not on a date or anything, but just to hang out. I feel as though we got off to a bad start. Why? I don't even know your name. My name? It's a joke, really. I much prefer if you made a nickname for me. The smile on his face fades into a slight grimace. I really don't like my name. Honestly, I'd rather be called something else, like a nickname or something. He must have a really horrible name or really horrible parents that he wants to disassociate with. Taking a moment, I figure there's no real harm in making a nickname for him. After all, it'll be easier for me to remember. Well, how about... Okay, well, I didn't know there would be another route we could name him. Should I still name him Q-Tip? I feel like Q-Tip is iconic now. You know what I mean? I feel like Q-Tip just stays iconic. Let's keep with the Q-Tip. How about Q-Tip? He seemed pleased with what I came up with, despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Yeah, that's much better, honestly. Thank you. I see that the sun is getting low in the sky. Well, it's getting dark. I'd better get going home. It was nice to meet you, Q-Tip. I turn to leave the shop. Hey, wait. Q-Tip calls out to me. I turn to see him smiling sheepishly. Can I at least walk you home? No, I'll be fine. I still want to make sure I'm dating TK in this route. His shoulders slouch and his smile fades slightly, snapping his fingers in disappointment. Aw, dang. Rejected twice in one day. Today hasn't been that kind to me. But how about we hang out tomorrow? I shake my head before putting the rose back where it came from. I work all this week, so I don't really have time for anything. Well, how about I stop by your work tomorrow? You do take breaks, right? We walk out of the shop together. Is this the right way to do the TK route?
Nope.
Yeah, it's that crusty mom pa diner. It's not that busy most days. If you just want to stop by and chat for a bit, we can. The thought of having someone talk casually sounded nice, but I don't want him to get the wrong message. But just a fair warning, I won't be able to talk much if you're not buying anything to eat or drink. I'll bring a few bucks then. Anything worth getting food poisoning from. I chuckle as he smiles wryly. The milkshakes are the best I've had for a long time. I'll take your word for it. I look outside and I note that the shadows of trees and buildings are getting longer. Well, you better hurry, it's getting dark. He gives me a nod and smiles as he saunters further down the road opposite of my apartment. I watch him walk down the sidewalk for a moment before going my own way. My apartment is silent except for the rummaging sound of my roommate's study partner in the kitchen. I shield my eyes as I walk past. They have a habit of walking around naked afterwards, and I don't want to even guess if they were dressed this time. Not bothering to turn on the lights in my room, I flop down on my bed face first into the mattress with my limbs spread out like a star. Letting out a long groan, I roll into my back and stare up at the ceiling. It was a rather eventful day. I got a little quiet time and I even made a new acquaintance, despite getting off on the wrong foot at first. Ugh, I'm so exhausted. I don't bother getting undressed. Instead, I pull the blankets over myself and drift off to sleep. I have an early shift tomorrow. Of course, bro's staring at me. So, Shonyx, did you have a nice time with Q-Tip? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. Ow, I roll over my bed. Every inch of my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't want to. It's like I didn't get any form of rest at all. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. I'm a mess. Our window's still open because bro climbed through our window is in our closet. Let's just go to the clock real quick. 9:12 a.m. I'm gonna be late for work. Finally dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
Hey, Lucy. Yeah, no thanks to you, Lucy. I blurt out as I snatch my keys from the counter, glaring over towards my roommate who had the nerve to look confused. Why didn't you wake me up? My deadbeat of a roommate tensed up a little, looking both offended and startled by my sudden outburst. Good. Dude, I heard you rummaging around earlier. Don't pin your lazy butt on me. She tries to explain. Not even her excuses have any effort. That freaking bum. The rummaging around was definitely a Q-tip. I then shake my head, focusing back on my predicament. No, I wasn't rummaging around earlier. I just barely woke up. You know I have work at 7 and you let me sleep until 9? 7? 7? You're 2 hours late? I ain't gonna lie, that's on you. Sheesh. What kind of ish were you and your freaking toy snorting up last night, Lucy? My roommate instantly takes offense to this, flashing me the most glorious of birds before storming off into their room. Dang. You know what? Freak you. I'm not your keeper and you're not my freaking dad. And I told you not to call me Lucy.
I told you not to call me Lucy.
What am I supposed to call you? What am I supposed to call her? Bro, if I don't call her Lucy, what am I supposed to call her? Come here, girl! Once my roommate slams her door shut, I simply scoff and make my way out the door. With any luck, she'll be gone when I get back. Maybe I'll find a more tolerable roommate then. I hustle down the stairs and at the apartment building, but after running into Lucy, I slow my pace. I don't like that job anyway. If I get fired, fine. This day is already trashy, so why not just pile it on? It's a Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then it doesn't excuse my tardiness. We rush to the front doors, grab our apron, then we go to snatch our time card, but someone clocked us in. Who could have? My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes back from a table.
There you are. Where have you been?
Hey, what's up, TK?
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dishes into the sink of soapy hot water. Wiping their hands, TK sighs loud enough to make sure that I hear it. They're like this all the time though, always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one piece. I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. You clearly weren't paying attention when you came barging in. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts in here? A tour bus came along, that's what's happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. Eventually the crowd starts dying down. Most leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying to order some more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kinds of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. TK sneaks over to my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pointing back out to the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having someone hurl their cereal on me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your butt for an hour. Dang it, at a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, try to straighten my posture, and stumble back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gotten, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. Hey there, stranger. Okay, I need to somehow get the TK route. I don't know how to get it. How long have you been there? I realize that the booth he's sitting in has no signs of anyone else sitting there. Wait, how long have you been here? Well, no, I don't like harassing workers. You guys put up with enough as it is. He mutters as he folds a napkin into what seems to be a paper crane. Then I figured you'd like a break and let me buy you lunch. Well, that does sound alright. I could get away from this place for a bit. How do I get TK? Doesn't TK say something like, oh, I wanted to take you out for lunch at some point? Fine, but not here. I'd like to get something from a street vendor instead. The man beams as he gets up from his seat, almost with a leap in his step. Of course, what do you have in mind? Whatever they're selling, duh. This doesn't count as a date, by the way. All he does is nod, walking over towards the doors and holding them open for me. Tugging off the apron, I hang it up on the nearby coat rack and call to TK. I'm going on break, continue without me. I don't wait for their answer as we leave. Wait, no! Am I gonna be able to get the TK route still? Let's see. Despite it being a Sunday, a lot of businesses are still open and lively. However, street vendors take the time to not kill one another in competition. More like they're buying goods from one another. Q-Tip is still beaming as we walk down the street like he just won the lottery or something. He waits patiently for me to decide which vendor to go to. You know, at least we're getting a different route. So, what do you feel like having? I want to try something to see how he handles a little bit of crazy. Actually, none of these. I want to grab something from my place instead. Why would I say that? The stupid smile on his face fades, but not entirely. Sure, but seriously, I don't mind paying for lunch, you know? Wait, why is he freaking out? I know, but my place has food that's less likely to kill me. Huh, point taken. He extends his elbow in hopes that I'd hook it with mine. Shall we? Oh my freaking goodness. Rolling my eyes, I walk past him. Come on, my apartment is this way. Q-Tip drops his elbow and follows behind me in silence. What is this route? This route is almost like we are friends. It's kind of interesting. I rummage for my key outside of my apartment door. I take sharp glances over towards Q-Tip, who stands with a blank expression on his face, taking in the bland decor of the hallway. Anything would impress him, wouldn't it? Shonyx, there you are. Dawn! Sheesh. I yelp, completely taken off guard by the landlord standing behind me. Q-Tip instantly becomes defensive as he positions himself between me and the landlord. Excuse you, you can't just sneak behind people like that. The old man unapologetically crosses his arms as he continues. The other half of your rent is due today. Judging by his expression, his day's just as exhausting as mine. Fine, I'll talk to Lucy about it. Again. I mumble as I finally find the key to the door and try to get inside to avoid another lecture. Actually, I'd prefer if I came inside to talk to her about it right now. It wasn't a request. Alright, come on in. This is such a different route! Okay. So, I allow the landlord to come in first. He's already scanning the area of our living space, probably to see any damage or mess that he could charge us extra for. There's an unsettling silence between the both of us as he continues to look around the place.
She's not here, is she?
I guess not. Lucy is naturally loud, and when she's not, she's smoking things in here that would get us kicked out in a heartbeat. Thankfully, we normally blame it on scented candles, even though that stuff does not smell like scented candles. The older man groans and pinches the bridge of his nose. I can't keep doing this, and you certainly can't keep up their end of the rent. Listen, you're clearly the more responsible one. She's broken her agreement one too many times. She has to go. Good, I already have a replacement? Who? Good, because I already have a replacement for her. I have a great opportunity to kick her out and have someone more loyal to take her place. Oh, and who might that be? My boy. I can offer him to take the place. What? First of all, I didn't even talk to him about it. That's the crazy thing. I didn't even talk to him about it. I'm just volunteering him. My boyfriend. I announced, locking arms with the man and pulling him close to me. The landlord stays quiet for a moment, looking up and down as though he doesn't entirely support this idea. The idiot looks terrified, but I kick him to get him to play along. Right, just me and my, one and only sugar bear. The two of us, together. Yes, sir. Q-Tip can't seem to shut up, and he's turning a bright red color. The landlord rolls his eyes before walking to the front door. Fine, have Lucy meet up with me the next time you see her. I'll give you a call when I'm ready to start moving your boyfriend in. Saying this, he closes the door, leaving the both of us alone. There's an awkward pause between Q-Tip and me. He pulls his arm from mine and gently takes my hand into his. Why do you look shy? Do you mean it though? I know you say what you need to shoo him off, but if you're serious about your offer, I'd love to start moving in when you're ready. Listen, it's nothing serious, all right? I just need her out and someone to pay their share here. You think you could do that? Q-Tip smiles, his lips curling to show those fangs I didn't notice before. You can use me as a footstool for all I care. All that matters is that I'm with you, Shonyx. That's rather dedicated stuff right there. I kind of feel bad now for treating him badly yesterday. Well, at least he's fully aware and doesn't mind, so there's no need to sugarcoat anything. All right, I don't need a footstool though, just someone to pay their end of the rent for once. What do you even do for a living? Me? Oh, I test various products, like cleaners, household supplies, inventions, fast food places, shampoo, so on and so forth. Sometimes companies pay me to test them, other times I'm simply paid to do videos, testing and posting them on social media. Wow, you seem set. Enough to live on my own, so I can easily take care of the rent for you. Heck, you can even quit your job if you'd like. All right, rich YouTuber. Oh shoot, that's tempting. So very tempting. I'll need time to think about it. I muttered, noticing that I might need to inform TK about the possible changes coming up. Oh shoot, I gotta head back to work. I took way too long of a break. Listen, if Lucy comes back, kick her towards the landlord's direction. He'll take care of her. Of course, yes, but what about your lunch? Just order something for dinner tonight and we'll call it even, all right? Cool, later. We're gonna have dinner with him. I don't wait for replies. I bolt out the door and hurry back to work. Okay, something tells me I probably won't get the TK ending. Dang it, TK's mad at me. What an exhausting day. Things get twice as busy when I get back. TK is furious with how sudden I took off. At least they're forgiving. I don't have the heart to tell them that I'm probably quitting. I'll just have to wait and see how this guy holds up with everything. Ugh, finally home. What the? Don't tell me that Lucy forgot to pay the power bill. Closing the door, I make my way through the dark to find the candle that we keep in the kitchen junk drawer. Great. Not only do we not have any power, but that guy completely bails on me. Maybe I might have been a little too harsh on him. My feet get caught on something and I come crashing down to the floor. Ooh, what did I trip over? Feel what it is? Oh! What happened? My head. Shoot. Who did this? What's going on? Who's there? I can't see a thing. I feel a hand running down my back as though to soothe me with long, soft pets. I feel a warm breath in my ear.
Don't worry. I'll take care of you.
Huh? Is that Q-Tip's voice? I try to roll over to get a better look at the guy in my home, but everything's too dark. The freak? Only a black silhouette appears before me. Why? What kind of ending is that? I do not know what route this is. Ah! What? I'm back in my room? Ugh, my head is pounding. What happened? Oh shoot, that's right, I wasn't alone. The one who attacked me, his voice was just like... What the freak? Why did he do that? Wow. Who could that be? Ugh, it's probably Q-Tip. I guess the landlord didn't give him the keys to the place yet. One part of me hopes it's Q-Tip. I don't know if I'll give him a black eye or just strangle him. This is so interesting of a route because it's like, I treat him more like a friend. I don't necessarily think he's creepy in this route. I'm just like annoyed with him in this route. I'm coming, sheesh. I quickly make my way towards the door. I take in a deep breath and look through the peephole. Oh. Sorry about that, I thought you were someone else. Paranoid enough not to answer the door, huh? No, just not eager to get visitors. The landlord doesn't seem to acknowledge my answer as he crosses his arms and continues. I had a word with Lucy about the termination of her contract. She didn't take it well. Yeah, I can imagine. The landlord seems a little uneasy as he continues. She tried to convince me to at least keep her for another week, saying that she recently got a job somewhere and will pay you back for all the times you covered her. Wait, she did? That's different. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, she'll be by later today to start packing her things. So I suggest you make yourself busy. She's pretty pissed about all this. Well, she should have gotten this job sooner instead of bumming off me for 3 months straight. Getting a job these days is harder than it used to be, kid. Anyway, if she needs some boxes, have her come to my office. I think I've got a few to spare. I mean, should I get them for her right now? I'm gonna just say, great, will do. Great, will do, I muttered. Well, I need a shower and get ready for work. Saying this, I slowly start to close the door, hinting to my landlord that this conversation is over. One last thing. He interrupts as he places his hand on the door, preventing me from closing it any further. Do you happen to have a third person living here that I should know about? No, but I do happen to not have a desire to be late for work again. Yo, this version of me has attitude. Careful, kid. He sneered behind clenched teeth. I can just as easily kick you out too. Ugh, I don't want to go in at all today. Think I'll take my time getting dressed. Maybe a long shower. What the freak? Whoa, what happened here? So who died here? I asked myself, noticing a small crowd of people surrounding the area. Does this mean I'm getting the day off? That'd be swell.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Huh? Oh, shoot, you had me worried sick. Are you alright? What did they say? If they blame this on you, I swear I'll... We need to have a talk. I say in a firm tone. Talk? He asked with confusion. Why? What did I do? You know dang well what you did. I say, tugging on his shirt and guiding Q-Tip across the street and near an alley, finally letting go and glaring at him. So, wait, who died then? So I dragged him to an alley this time? You knocked me out last night. Why? Whoa, I'm pushy in this one. Q-Tip looks surprised with this, not knowing how to respond at first as he tries to mouth out some kind of excuse. Me? I didn't knock you out. I was back at my place after you went back to work yesterday. I swear on my mom's grave is insane. If she was dead, sure would be nice if she... It'd be nice if she was dead is insane. I crossed my arms, showing that I'm not buying this BS excuse. You freaking twat. You knocked me out when the whole place went black, and I'm not happy about it. Q-Tip doesn't attempt to lie any further as his shoulders slouch, eyes to the ground. Sorry. I didn't want you freaking out that I was there, so I panicked. You're practically living there now, and you just so happen to carry chloroform with you when you come over? Yes. Girl, you better kick him to the curb! I'm gonna say, we're done. We're done. I say bluntly, not even looking into his eyes as I storm past him. Maybe this will put this dog in his place. Whoa! I'm ruthless in this one! Oh, wait. He nearly calls out as he grabs into my arm, pulling me back and gripping both my shoulders as he was nearly on his knees. Let go of me! I hiss, yanking myself away from him. His reaction was becoming a little too pathetic for my taste. Don't you get it? I can't. Haven't you been paying attention to what's been going on? Can't you pick up the slightest hints that I'm meant to be with you? The freak are you talking about? Q-Tip's grip on me moves down to my waist, the man now completely on his knees. He nuzzles his head against my chest and hums. Oh, Shonyx, I love you, but you're not very bright. Excuse me? Think about it. The moment we met at the park, those times I saw you at the diner, how you would always leave your window closed no matter how many times I opened it at night. Your perfectly sized closet. Oh my goodness, you were stalking me? You blame me? You're the one who's always on my mind. The one who makes my heart beat out of my chest each time I see you. Smell you. You want the truth? The truth is I'm mad. Mad to a point where I'd caress your skin while you sleep soundly each night and do other things we will not talk about. What? Oh, Shonyx, don't you get it? I'm opening my heart to you. I'm being forward. I'm being honest. Trust matters in a relationship, and I'm tired of keeping things from you. Q-Tip steps closer, his hands resting on the wall behind me. I love you. I loved you the moment I saw you at the diner. I wanted nothing more than to storm in, throw you on a table, and just do whatever with you. But that wasn't a proper way to approach you. So I had to follow you instead, study your pattern, memorize your schedule, practice what to say when you were finally alone and not working. The park was perfect to finally approach you. Q-Tip smirks as he leans close. A dark glint was in his eyes as he cups my cheeks in his hands. Which cheeks? I thought he was on the ground. Which cheeks? You're upset with me now for last night, sure. But you and I can make this work now. No more hiding, no more secrets, just us. Then tell me who you killed. Saying this, Q-Tip parts his lips a little. His long, snaky-looking tongue sneaking out from his fang-filled maw. Ugh. Ah! Put it away! I'm gonna say you're insane. You're insane. Q-Tip smiles. Am I? It's because of you. You make me this way, and I'll kill in your name if need be. He purrs. I do it all for you, darling. He kisses my forehead and I feel sick. I wanted someone devoted to me, but this is crazy. He'll kill for me? What do you mean by that exactly? Q-Tip doesn't clarify as he takes my hand into his, intertwining his fingers along with mine as he nips at my ear. What the freak? I'll be over later tonight, dear. What the freak? That's so ominous. So I wasn't even kidnapped this time. He leaves and I'm left alone to ponder his words. I had to be careful around him. I didn't doubt what he said, and if he's willing to kill, me or anyone else could be at risk. He's dangerous. I'm sane. My phone vibrates in my pocket. My shaky hands pull it out and see it's TK. TK's alive! I take a quick breath in an attempt to compose myself and answer. Hi, what's going on? I try to steal my voice, but TK notices my tone. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. What's up? No work today. Apparently there was a break-in. Cops are here, but they're not giving me much info. I'm frustrated and unnerved by TK's testimony. Ugh, all that effort getting ready for nothing. Is that it? How long are we gonna be out of work? I snap at my coworker. Until the cops finish their work, I guess. What's wrong, Shonyx? Do you need... I don't need anything. Thank you. You've done enough. Dang, I'm mean to TK! I'm mean to everybody! I don't like this route. I feel mean. I feel worse than boyfriend, bro. I feel worse than Q-Tip. Stupid diner, stupid TK. I think about Q-Tip, his words still lingering in my mind. I don't feel safe in the alley. I need to go home. But he knows where we live. My head on a swivel, I make a brisk trek back to the apartment. I feel like I can once again breathe when I finally approach my apartment steps. Hopefully I get some calm. I open the door, walk in, and toss my keys on the kitchen counter. I look around and see Lucy looking hungover on the sofa. Ugh, what a leech. She notices my disgust and gives me a glare. Honestly, I feel like I'm the problem here in this route. What? You're the one barging in here making noise. Well, sorry, Your Majesty. I had to go to work today. A concept beyond your grasp, apparently. Lucy sits up and groans at me. I'm going to my room. It better be to pack up the rest of your stuff. Lucy shoots me a spiteful look, the anger radiating from her eyes. What the heck is your problem? My problem? You're my problem, you dang sponge. Once I get your butt out and get someone who can actually pay their rent, I won't have a dang problem. Lucy is alert now and pissed. Listen, butthole, you have no idea what the heck I have going on in my life, nor have you ever even pretended to care. Do you think it's been a vacation having to kiss your butt, do your dishes, pour your coffee, and do your laundry while you parade around with a stick up your butt? How can you just throw me out like I'm nothing to you? Ooh, she told her off. Oh, wow. Whoa, drop dead in a ditch is crazy. I'm gonna say you left me no choice. You left me no choice! I feel frustrated near to the point of tears. You act like you had it so hard I had to keep up rent to keep the landlord off both of us. You have no dang idea how hard it was. You'll never know. Lucy just storms past me and out the apartment in a fury. I hear the echoing impact of her footsteps in the stairwell. I'm sure the whole building can hear it. She's so dramatic. I flop on the sofa, my face in my hands. It's not gonna be fun when she comes back for her stuff. It's probably the landlord. I'm not in the mood for company. Maybe if I stay quiet, they'll assume no one's here. Dang it. Oh, for heck's sake. Lifting my head up, I get up on my feet and storm over to who had the nerve to just walk in. Oh, I don't like being ignored, kid. You can't just walk into other people's apartments like that. You gave me a heart attack. You need a heart to have that. Besides, I own this place. You're just renting the space out. It probably wasn't a good idea to argue with the landlord of all people. Wait, so Dawn isn't dead. TK isn't dead. Lucy isn't dead. So who's dead? What do you want? I muttered. This is the second time he's bothered me today. Well, besides the fact that someone recently got murdered at your work and how Lucy stormed off the way she did, I figured I might check in and see what the heck is going on with you. Wait, what? There was no murder? The landlord looked at me with a pinch of confusion, though probably not surprised. I take it you don't like your job enough to pay attention, huh? I work in food services. What's there to like? Fair enough, but yeah, someone was found in the freezer and was stabbed a few times. They thought it was just a break-in at first, but no such luck. Sheesh, really? Maybe it was a robbery gone wrong. Doubt it. Nothing was stolen. That's weird. Do you know who it was? No, my kid knows better than to give that information out early. Your kid? Is he a journalist? A police officer. He was the first to show up at the diner this morning. Wait, didn't Q-Tip say something about killing for me? My thoughts trailed off as I remember how weirdly Q-Tip was acting at the diner. Oh, when you say if they blame this on you. What if it was Q-Tip who did it? What's wrong? I snap out of my thoughts looking up at my landlord. I'm not sure. The landlord frowned a little as he approached me, placing his hand on my shoulder. You want to follow me to my office so we could talk about this? No, he's here! He's here! Oh, he's here, he's here, he's here. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Talk about what? Looking behind the landlord, I see Q-Tip sticking his head into the doorway, looking curious about the conversation as he walks in. Oh, hey, Q-Tip! I muttered, trying to force a smile. Is everything all right? He asked, walking up to me and taking my hand. Excuse me, Shonyx and I were talking. I know, and now Shonyx and I are talking. Oh! I could see that the landlord was starting to get tense. His posture straightened as though to look down on Q-Tip even more. I don't need these two having a freak off right now, especially if my suspicions are true about Q-Tip. Can we talk later, sir? Can you leave my boyfriend and I alone for a moment? Can we talk later, sir? I said in a somewhat softer tone, knowing that snapping at him will only make things worse. How about I stop by tomorrow? We can finish another time. He stood there for a moment, looking between Q-Tip and I before letting out a huff from his lungs. All right, tomorrow. Tell your stick figure of a date here to mind his mouth, or I'm gonna leave you looking for another roommate. Stick figure of a date. Oh, he got him. He ate that. He'll mind his manners. Won't you? Won't you, Q-Tip? I nudged Q-Tip while saying things, hinting the tall man be careful about how he treats the landlord. The landlord could take a knife to the back, but he won't take back talk from anyone. Anything for you, darling. He cooed, taking my hand and nuzzling his cheek against mine. Do you know how awkward that's gotta look in person? He's nuzzling his cheek against me, right in front of the landlord. That's basically like, imagine this is someone's cheek. He basically went nuzzling like this, right in front of the landlord. Like, anything for you, darling. Like, that's, ew. As I turned my attention towards the landlord, the man had already taken his leave. I only caught a glimpse of a scowl towards Q-Tip as he left. I needed a break, I swear. With a deep sigh, I stumbled my way to the sofa and sit myself down, wanting nothing more than to take a nap. So, what did you want to talk about? I didn't say anything at first. The mixture of both annoyance and fear was starting to get to me. Darling, are you alright? Did you do it? Do what? Someone was killed at the diner today. Did you do it? What make you think that? You said it yourself this morning that you would kill for me. Did you kill that person at my work? Yes. Yes, I did. Freaking knew it. This man is a psychopath, but why would you ask him point blank? Why? You're not Supergirl! Letting out a groan, I placed my head in my hands, debating if I should just get up and leave or hear him out. Hear him out? No! I can't choose anything. Why can't I choose anything? Huh? Ah! Yo, they wouldn't even let me. They wouldn't even let me leave. He took away my options! Well, the better option is to hear me out. What? Trust me, you won't regret this. Saying this, he gets up off the sofa and extends his hands to me. Let's go for a little drive around the block. I'll explain everything to you. No, I don't want to get in your car. Oh, shoot. Looks like I don't get a choice in this. Oh my goodness, we're getting in the beat-up kidnapper van! Q-Tip opens the van door for me, helping me inside before closing it shut. Oh! Inside isn't too bad. He keeps it decently clean with the cliche collection of scented pine trees on the rear view mirror and an ashtray filled with various change. Buckle up, it's gonna be a long ride. You just did a short drive. Hey, you never said anything about us going anywhere. You said you would explain yourself. Q-Tip glances towards me with a dark glint in his eyes. Stupid of you to get in a van with a killer then. Yo, he ate that up low-key. You left me no choice, literally. Yo, he got the evil grin now. He got the evil eyes again. Q-Tip doesn't respond as he starts up the vehicle, not hesitating to lock the doors while pulling out of the street and into the back roads. I tried to unlock my door, but it didn't budge. Frustrated, I turned my attention over towards Q-Tip, dang near ready to attack him. I didn't lie about giving you an answer, though. I just needed to make sure we were someplace where no creepy landlord can hear us. Creepy? Creepy? You stalked me, killed someone at my work, and you're now kidnapping me. Darling, my love, you don't pay as much attention to your surroundings as much as you should. I will admit the people in your life were close to being a threat. But seeing as how you treated them, it reassured me that their hidden intentions would never see light. So basically, because I was mean to everybody, he didn't even kill anybody close to me. Hidden intentions? What the heck are you going on about? He clutched the steering wheel a little more, the leather cover beneath his fingers creaking as his knuckles turned white. I may have been stalking you, and I apologize, but I would notice their disgusting eyes on you as well. I would notice the way they would gaze at you as you walked by. Your roommate, co-worker, landlord. I knew if you showed any kind of interest, I would have to take them out too. Yeah, he would've. But that rude customer from yesterday, they had it coming the most. Okay, so you just killed a rude customer. I watched as you struggled with the rush yesterday, mapped the faces of those who yelled at you, threatened you, threw food at you for the pettiest of reasons. I followed the worst of all, made sure they were local. He cried like a dog as I dragged him into the diner, reminded him of how he hurt you, how he didn't even deserve to live on the same lump of dirt as you. Yo, he evil. Q-Tip gives a sinister grin as he thinks back on that night with absolute pleasure. The fear in his eyes is beautiful. Getting rid of such filth for you is a sensation that I will never grow bored of. I honestly wish you were there to see it, darling. Oh, dear God. I'm trapped in a van with my stalker and a killer. What have I gotten myself into? And the glove compartment. Get the knife. Oh, get the knife! Hello?
Go ahead and sleep for the rest of the trip. We'll be home soon.
Girl, you didn't grab the knife fast enough? Ugh, what happened? I don't know this place. Where am I? I'm tied up? Oh, good. You're awake. I was starting to get worried. You've been out for a while now. Untie me, now. I know he's obsessed with me, and so far it's worked to my advantage. I can't lose control, especially now. Untie me, now. I play a risky gambit, issuing a direct order without breaking eye contact. Q-Tip can't even blink as I bark my order. I can see the wheels in his head turning as he tries to regain control over the situation. Sorry, but I need you to stay calm. Trust me, this is for your own safety. You killed someone, knocked me out, and then tied me to a bed. I don't let him finish his pitiful justifications as I play on indignant outrage to mentally put him on the ropes. How did you expect me to react? Am I supposed to fall into your arms and shower you with my love after you do this to me? His eyes break from mine as he fumbles with his thoughts. Do you think that I could ever love someone who kidnapped me? Q-Tip glares back at me. The look in his eyes tells me his little world he's built up is shattering around him like glass. Everything is at stake for him, and I can tell he's struggling for any validation I can give. Oh shoot, I didn't mean. He races to my side and begins to fumble with the knots that bind my wrists. Yo, I put fear into him! You know that I'd never. Just untie me and I'll be fine. I throw the drowning man what he thinks is a lifeline. To me, it was a baited hook that I could use to reel him in further. I sit up to scan my surroundings, trying to get my bearings. It doesn't look like some dirty basement, and I wasn't on some mold-infested mattress either. So, glass half full, at least he didn't lock me in some kind of, freaky dungeon. Where am I? You're home. Q-Tip purrs with satisfaction. Home? This isn't my room at all. No, your new home. It's bigger, cozier, and you don't need to worry about that loud roommate of yours waking you up in the middle of the night. You never need to cook again or work or clean. I'll take care of it all for you. You never even need to leave this room. And best of all, you don't need to pay anything to be here. No rent, no obnoxious old landlords, nothing. You can live however you want here. And you expect me to be grateful, dog? Oh my goodness. Did I just call him dog? He frowns, clearly hurt at my insult. Yo, he's gonna slap you. Watch your mouth. He's crazy. He could do something to you. How about I get you a drink? That might help you calm down and settle into your new surroundings. He nervously makes his way through the door, closing it behind him. Rubbing my sore wrists, I have to admit the place looks better than my own room. Not enough for me to want to stay though. Maybe I can find a way out from here. Q-Tip rushes back with a glass of water. And here you are, love. A little hydration to help you feel more calm. I take the water and what seems to be painkillers he passes to me. The image of Q-Tip knocking me out comes to the surface of my memory. I glare up at him, eyebrows raised. He chuckles softly. Don't worry, dear. If I wanted you dead or unconscious, then you already would be. Don't worry, darling. Just know I have the capability to knock you out or kill you. I reluctantly knock back the pills and take a big swig of water. I reach up to rub my head. The cloth of the bandage reminds me how well the idiot clocked me. You hurt me. Q-Tip looks downcast as if disappointed in himself. I just panicked, but I knew that you were freaked out and that nothing I could do would calm you down, so I panicked and just... I'm so sorry, my love. I'm not going to ask you to forgive me. I don't deserve it. First off, you're deluded if you think I can ever forgive you for what you've done to me. Secondly, you just killed someone. That's messed up. Sorry, Shonyx, but I had to. And I'd do it 1,000,000 times over to be in this moment. What the freak are you talking about? Please let me explain. Remember when I told you I was your boyfriend back at the park? Unfortunately. I groaned, crossing my arms in anticipation of the story he'll try to spin. Well, it's true. Since the very moment I saw you, I knew we were destined to be together. Whether you want to or not, there's no changing or going back from where we are both meant to be. You can make me pull my teeth out, cut off my fingers, make me bite off my own tongue, anything. I will still love you until my dying day. You need more self-esteem in yourself. You need higher self-esteem and self-love. Q-Tip places his hand on my thigh. My skin crawls at his touch. I am yours. Put it away! Put it away! I'm yours. I'm your slave. Your happy ending or your tragedy. Your dream or your nightmare. I belong to you and I will do whatever it takes to remain as your possession. Recoiling, I jut my leg away from his grasp. You're sick. Like, you're literally sick in the head. I know, I'm fully aware that what I've done is terrible. Unforgivable. But it has to be this way for us. He can see that I'm still unimpressed. I've got a lot of making up to do. Maybe you'll understand in the next day, but the choice is yours. I just hope you make the right ones. The right choices? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Though visibly heartbroken, he recomposes himself and makes a sweeping gesture to the room. I've got some work to do, so feel free to have a look around. I'll be in my room if you need anything. Q-Tip leaves the room, keeping the door slightly cracked. Oh, he doesn't lock it. Interesting. I hop out of bed, take a closer look around the room. No windows, of course. Well, I better make the best of this messed up situation. Make the best of it? Girl! Nah. Let's see. Can I not escape? Check the pockets one by one. Nothing in the pockets. Okay. I can't threaten him. I can't threaten him! Oh, you're already up and about. Well, yeah. I don't want to be lounging in my room all day. I took a moment to look at the room he was occupying. This room would be a claustrophobic nightmare. Is this your room? Well, yes. I need some place to sleep and do my work. Did you always sleep here? It's so small. No, but I've slept in much tighter places. Your closet was a bit challenging for the first few weeks, but I managed. First few weeks? My closet? He pauses, realizing he just fed me information that I wasn't supposed to know. Anyways, I need to get back to this script. It's not gonna edit itself. With a nervous chuckle, he sits back down at his desk and begins tinkering away at his keyboard and mouse, leaving me haunted with the thought of knowing he's been sleeping in my closet for who knows how long. Look, I'd really like to get back sometime soon. He turns to me clearly confused. Back? What do you mean? What do you think I mean, moron? Back to my apartment, back to my life. Darling, I don't think you understand. There is no going back. This is us now, forever. What the freak are you talking about? I'm not taking you back. Everything you could possibly need is right here. There's nothing for you back there. Fine, I'll just walk home. I wouldn't if I were you. There's nothing around us but miles of forest, and if the bear traps don't get you, the wild animals might. The reality of my situation sinks in. This freak really does have me trapped. Don't worry, darling. Give it a few days, and I know you'll come around. I'll do whatever I can to make you settle in. I just have to finish this last bit of work, and I'll be right out to tend to your every need. I don't think I could be any more revolted. Well, by all means, take your time. I think I can stand not to be creeped out for a few hours. His smile falls as he returns to his screen. Well, time to make myself busy. What am I supposed to do? I don't want to be here. Oh. Bro, I thought he noticed I picked up a knife. Darling, are you hungry? I guess. I was just looking around to see if I have to resort to cannibalism. Goodness, there's no need for that. I have a garden outside, after all, in case food supplies get low. Would you like me to cook you something? What? You better make it good? What? You'd better make it good. Yo, what is this route? This is the mean slave route. Like treating him like a dog. I huffed, closing the fridge door and stepping away. Of course, only the best. Let me see. Sitting myself at the table, I watched the man fumble over himself. My watchful gaze must be nerve-wracking as he nervously works over the stove. Tipping over seasonings, nearly burning himself multiple times, spilling ingredients, and the occasional ouch hissed under his breath when chopping something. After a while, the smell of something burning lingers in the air, with Q-Tip standing in front of the stove, looking absolutely defeated. How about I order something for you instead? Well, that's tough. What do you even have around here? I mean, there's a little bar a few miles away. And how far is a few miles? 84 miles from... So what? We're gonna starve here. We're starving here together. Seriously? That's all the way in the next town. It's not a problem. I'll figure something out. Forget it. I mumbled, getting up from my seat and walking over to him. The stove and surrounding area is a mess. Various spices are scattered across the counter. Bits of chopped food on the floor, and in the frying pan were 2 very burnt slices of toast with cheese sloppily cut into thick chunks barely covering the bread. What kind of meal were you trying to make? I ain't gonna lie, he sucks at cooking. Observing Q-Tip's hands, his fingers are covered in cuts, failing to hide them from me. You got cuts on your fingers from trying to slice bread or cheese? What the heck were you trying to make? A deluxe grilled cheese sandwich. Yo, wrap it up. Wrap it up. I examined the cuts he inflicted upon himself more closely, seeing the pearls of red beading from the lacerations. Well, thank God I stopped you. I don't want blood all over my food. He expresses his shame as he pulls his hands from me, using his own shirt to conceal and mop up the blood from his hands. I'm sorry. Whatever, just go clean yourself up. Q-Tip looks to the floor in embarrassment. No doubt he was hoping all of this would go a lot better. Ugh. It's weird because I feel a little bad. But bro just killed someone. He's Delulu. He's Delulu. He hurriedly makes his way to the bathroom. While he takes care of that, I might as well keep looking around. Can we kill him, please? Oh, I see you've met Rat. Rat? Yep, that's her name. I didn't know what to call her, so I called her Rat. You are what you eat, after all. That is the most unoriginal thing I've ever heard. Yes, well, keep in mind that I don't value myself as a creative person. You shouldn't even be valued at all. Yo, why am I so savage? I won't argue that. And he is just taking it all. Get up. Get rid of it is crazy. I'm gonna say it. Well, I don't like snakes. Get rid of it. What? Did I stutter? No, you didn't. But, darling, I don't have anyone to take care of her. So it's a snake. It can live in the wilderness. But autumn is around the corner. Hey, you said you would do anything for me, right? Right? Yes, darling. Then get rid of this thing, or I'll do it myself. At least give me a couple days to arrange a few things. Fine. Dejected, he slinks back to his room. After what he's put me through, I couldn't care less. I've absolutely had enough. I have to get out of this house and away from that delusional maniac before I go as crazy as him. Maybe I should try to turn up some charm to get him to unlock the doors, break him down, and then build him back up, as they say. I mentally paced back and forth as I plan my next move. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Could the answer be as simple as asking him to unlock the door so I can get some fresh air? Or maybe I want to go on a walk. He's not that gullible, is he? Looking over towards his bedroom door, I resolved to answer my own question and walk to the door. Before I knock, I notice that my heartbeat is thundering in my ears. Am I nervous? That's weird. I remind myself that he's already killed people, and God knows what he'll do to me if he's pissed off. But then I remember how much I've been kicking him and how he keeps limping back like a stupid, gullible puppy. I've got this. I just need to throw him a bone and he'll worship me. I take a deep breath and give a firm knock on the door. Yo, this route is such a, I don't know, it makes me think the main character might be as crazy as him. The typing on the other end stopped, and I put on a casual face as the door cracks open and his big blue eyes peer at me. What is it? He didn't even call me darling. My mind has a brief hiccup, but no matter what, now I just have to pivot and give him the opportunity to be my hero. Sure, he didn't call me darling. Is he getting tired of me? I leaned more towards the open part of the door to get a better view of Q-Tip. A wry smirk grows from the corner of my mouth. Well, listen, I know I'm being difficult right now. It's just that this is a lot for me to take in, and I just wanted to say that I'm, you know. He cocks his eyebrow, waiting for an apology that never comes. How about maybe you and I go for a walk or something? You know, to have a look around our new home. Some fresh air might do me some good. He doesn't respond at first, keeping quiet as his contemplative eyes drift away. But at least he's considering it. I need to say something to nudge him in the right direction. You know, I know that you're trying hard to make me happy, and I want to at least make it up to you and go on a walk. Hand in hand, even. He returns a familiar gaze back to me and opens the door a bit. The flare of optimism that melted the cool expression catches wildfire in my own heart, though not for the same reason. Okay. We're back on track. I feel like I was being a little too mean to him, and he was starting to lose hope. That was about to fail. You want to spend time with me? Of course, silly. I mean, if you're gonna be my boyfriend, we might as well at least make an honest attempt at it, right? The door opens a little wider as he steps out. As he pokes his head into the hallway, his smile falters as he glances back at his desk. Shonyx, as much as I would love to go on a walk, shoot, I think maybe it's probably best to just have an early night and maybe try things again fresh in the morning. What? Q-Tip stammers a bit as he sees my mask begin to slip. I mean, I'm not too keen on going out right now. You still seem really upset to me. My innocent demeanor was fading faster than my patience with this lanky freak. I nearly pop a knuckle, squeezing my bald fist behind my back as I imagine tearing the door handle from him and strangling him! And before I could stop myself, I'm already reading him the riot act. Well, excuse me for being such a pain in your butt. Next time, I'll be the one who tears you away from your life to lock you up in a dump in the middle of nowhere. He doesn't say anything back to me. Instead, his stare grew distant as he silently began to close the door on me. Yo! He doesn't care now? My vision turning red and seething with rage, I wrenched at the doorknob. Oh, don't you dare! I wedged my shoe into the doorframe to keep it from closing. We're not done here! You pulled a lot of trash and I'm tired of it. You get your butt out there and unlock the front door now! I want out! Instead of submitting to me like the skinny coward he was, he silently refused to let the door budge in either direction. He leans closer, closing the gap between us. What? We'll see what happens tomorrow. With how you've been today, I doubt being outside will help your disposition. His words were as cold as ice, and I'm baffled. It's not normal for him to be this assertive against me like that. Oh no, I ruined everything. I can't escape. No! The more I think about this, the more my blood boils. So I was a jerk to him today. So what? This guy's done so much trash while thinking I would just be all lovey-dovey and shower him with love and adoration. He killed someone! He stayed in my closet for weeks and stalked me. He's a delusioned creep, but I know that in his world, the sun rises and falls for me. This spat isn't going to change that, not one bit. Let me out now or I'll never love you. There's a pause as my words cut him to his core. I knew that submissive, lovesick psycho was still rattling around in that massive head of his. Yo, she just called him Big Head. While he was mulling it over, I pulled my foot from the door frame and threw my whole shoulder against the door, or where the door had been. I passed through the threshold, feeling nothing against me but warm, stagnant air. Faltering forward and trying to catch myself on anything I could reach, I feel the tip of Q-Tip's foot catch my leading one foot, and all I can see is the edge of Q-Tip's desk careening towards my... Whoa. Where am I? Where am I? I feel colder than before. With a profound sense of deja vu, my eyes fight to make out the new room that I find myself in. It's darker and more Spartan than the room that Peter had set me up in. Peter? Peter? Who's Peter? Is that his real name? With none of my possessions being migrated here, I glanced down toward my feet, coming to the dire realization that I'm completely Whoa! Hold the phone! I fight against the cold metal handcuffs clasped around my wrists and ankles. I try to shout, but a spit-soaked wad of cloth gags my cries. Take 2, darling. Oh no! I hear his voice, but he's not looming over me like before. Instead, a lean shadow stands in the corner of the room. The blue slits of his eyes seem to glow in the darkness. You took a nasty tumble, my love. I was so lost in thought that I couldn't stop you before your head took a chunk out of my desktop. I mumble unintelligible curses under the rags that are tied around my mouth. But honestly, you really got me thinking when you said you would never love me. I mean, a relationship should be all about commitment, wouldn't you agree? Equal parties, both taking the plunge. My eyes follow as his silhouette drifts a bit to the right. You see, I did say that I was utterly and completely devoted to you. I'm yours, remember? I try to call him a psycho, but I can't form the words. Don't bother, my love. Words just seem to unnecessarily complicate simple things. And you've been very vocal lately. I guess what I really want to know is... The shadow holds an object into view. And from the way that the metal reflects the dim light, I can tell that it's a knife. Do you love me? I kick and scream, but I can't tear my eyes from the blade that he holds in his hand. What is going on? Why do I feel like he's about to cut out our tongue? As the handcuffs refuse to relent, I resort to ordering him to release me, but my words are no more coherent to him than if he were a puppy. A puppy that had been kicked far too many times. Oh, maybe I was a little too mean to him. Like I said, it's a simple question, and it deserves a simple answer, right? Oh, you don't need to bury it under that gruff, dominating facade or muddy it with coy deflections and demands. It gets so confusing. Instead, a simple gesture of the head will do. A nod for yes, a shake for no. Simple, right? Let's try it out. Do you understand? He plays with the knife a little as he awaits my answer with eager anticipation. What can I do? Nothing I've done so far will work now. All that I can do all I can hope to do is to comply and hope he'll release me long enough to get that knife. I nod my head once in confirmation. Q-Tip looks puzzled and I can see his eyes narrow in on me. Now, this isn't a snap judgment. I'd really like it if you take a moment to really think about that question. Think about everything we've been through together and then answer honestly and truthfully. This sick freak is toying with me now. I suppress my urge to murder him with his own knife and close my eyes for a second, pretending to mull it over. Faking a deep and resolute sigh, I open my eyes and make full eye contact with the blue slits across the room. And I gently, willfully, knowingly nod my head. The eyes beam brighter, but not as illuminating as his ecstatic, toothy smile. You mean it? He begins to laugh to himself in a fit of hysterical joy. I knew it. I knew you loved me. You just wanted me to prove it to you. I had to earn your devotion, and I've succeeded. This is the most deranged ending. Bro, this whole time, I was trying to get an escape ending. This is way worse. I thought getting my leg cut off was worse. No, this is worse. Actually, I don't know. Maybe the leg cutting off was worse. Oh my! He steps out of the shadows and my eyes grow wide in terror. He's shirtless, and across his pale body, I see dozens of crude cuts where he carved hearts and my initials into his own blood-stained flesh. The tip of the blade in his hand drips with his own blood. The red fluid runs from his elbows and down to his fingertips before staining into the floor below. Do you see? Do you finally see how I'm devoted to you? Does it fill you with inspiration? After all, a relationship should be all about commitment, wouldn't you agree? Equal parties, but both taking the plunge. And now, darling... No! It's your turn. Bro, he's gonna carve hearts on me? The blade of the knife glints in the faint light as its tip drifts daintily over my heart, leaving behind a shallow trail of swelling red droplets. That lovely name you gave me, Q-Tip, was it? So much better than my real name, isn't it? You liked it, so I'm content with it. And now it's going to be over your heart, in big, bold letters, forever and always, just like our love, Shonyx. I shake my head in protest, but I try to keep from bucking from underneath the knife's edge for fear of impaling myself. Q-Tip's hand clasps my chest to hold me in place. I'll just go deep enough to leave a scar, my love. Hold still and focus on our feelings towards each other, and it'll be over before you know it. Guys, I was trying to get an escape ending. How did I get a terrible ending again? I didn't even know that ending existed! I don't even have words. That was actually such a deranged ending. I'm like, I actually got scared. Okay, I went back to the route where I was against everything that he did. So he's still the stranger to me. He doesn't have a name. We weren't friendly with him, but we weren't mean to him either. We were just like, you know, we treated him like a stalker basically the whole time. It's basically the same playthrough I had in my first part, which if you want to see that, you can go watch that. I know that this ending has an option where you can take the van. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can go and take the van. All right, we're gonna threaten him with the knife. Taking in a deep breath, I bolt into action, instantly pushing the stranger's door wide open with my whole body, knife drawn and readied. Shonyx, you got out? Take me home, now! Well, what? Why? What's wrong? Everything! I don't want to be here! The stranger gets up from his chair, holding one hand towards me. Please, calm down. You're panicking. I'm not. I'm standing my ground. I'm not gonna be a prisoner. Shonyx, darling, I'm not sure you understand your situation here. Shut up! Take me home or I'll kill you. As demanding and as threatening as I tried to be, the stranger's shocked expression changed to that of mild concern. No, you won't. Don't test me, boy! Darling, I test products, not people. Watch. The stranger reaches forward, grabbing the knife by its blade. His reflexes were too fast, catching me off guard. He twirls the blade in his hands, lunges forward. Before I could say anything, arm raised. I close my eyes and brace myself. The sting of a blade never comes, and I open my eyes to find the stranger's face mere inches from mine, holding up only the knife's handle. I turn my head to the side to find the blade sticking out of the wall next to me. You see, a blade that brittle is way too ineffective for self-defense. Come on, let's get you some water to calm you down. He reaches forward to take me by the hand. I jerk away from his touch, backing away from him and out of the room. I don't understand you, Shonyx. What is there not to understand? I don't want to be here. You kidnapped me. You didn't want to be out there either. What gave you that idea? You said it yourself. Your life had been chaotic. Family drama, a deadbeat roommate, a dead-end job, dealing with rude customers by the busload. You were miserable. I took you away from all that. That made you unhappy, away from those who only used you for their own gain. I, on the other hand, I'm giving you everything. I saved you. I never asked for your help. He reels for a moment as he processes it all. The gears grinding in his head as he reflects on where it all went wrong. Under a staggered breath, his shoulders slump and his gaze falls to the floor in defeat. His big blue eyes blink away the tears. I love you, Shonyx. I wish I could see that. But I guess I really went too far off the deep end, didn't I? Dang it, I didn't want it to be this way. But if you're so inclined to return to that miserable life. My heart skipped a beat as the stranger reached behind him, pulling out a hunting knife. The steel shimmering in the candlelight in an almost hypnotic way. You'll need to take this to protect yourself in those woods. Pausing briefly, he throws the knife into the floor, the blade sticking into the wooden planks between us. All right, then he holds out the keys. But if I were you, I'd reconsider. Okay, take the keys because we want to see what happens if we try to take the van. I feign reluctance as I cautiously reach out to take the keys from him, but never break eye contact. My outstretched arm is tense, ready to retract at his smallest twitch. To my surprise, he simply releases them. They collapse in my palm, and he steps away from the door without a word. I begin to fumble the keyring, but I don't dare take my eyes off him. That guy probably didn't even hold up the actual door key. Each time I step back, he takes another towards me. It wasn't gonna be this simple. He'd probably tackle me the moment I tried to step out the door. I'm not gonna be caught off guard, not this time. Nah, we're not running into the forest this time. We are not running into the forest this time. I was cooked last time I ran into the forest. After scratching at the surface around the hole, I'm stunned when the key finally slides in. His eyes widen, his lips curl into a plea that his throat chokes back along with his tears. Wait, don't! Making a desperate lunge forward to either catch the door or me, I instinctively grab into the snake's tank that sits beside me, knocking it towards the ground between us. Instantly, the stranger's attention shifts, grabbing into the tank to prevent it from falling to the ground. All right, we're outside. Seizing my opportunity, I don't hesitate to bolt the door and slam it shut, locking it on the other side. Based on his desperate, muffled shouting on the other side of the door, he'll be knocking it down any second. I just hope that I've bought myself some time to make my escape. Look for his van. Okay, think, he drove me up here. His van must be around here somewhere. He jiggles the door handle. His distant cries and yells emanate from the other side. Shoot, I need to hide. I keep quiet, my own hands pressed tightly against my mouth to keep even the slightest noise from escaping. Shonyx, darling, where are you? Please don't leave me. The stranger is scared, in absolute panic. Good. I listen to his movement along the grass, trying to flood out the sound of my pounding heart. It must be on the other side of the house. I wait silently, hearing him slam the vehicle door shut. You can't leave me. I can't be alone. Not again. His footsteps slowly fade away. He probably went into the forest. Is he gone? Cautiously, I step out of the bush, peering around the corner. Oh, thank God. He must have assumed I went straight to his van since I have his keys. With haste, I make my way to the van, taking a moment to examine the red stain along the back. Oh, shoot. I have to take the risk. If a cop pulls me over, so be it. I open the van door as quietly as I could, sitting myself on the driver's seat and closing it just as carefully. The engine starting up would be enough noise to grab his attention, so I have to be quick about this. Going over the stranger's key ring, I pick out what seems to be the van key, sliding it in the ignition and... Yo, we gotta go. He gonna hear that. Yes, thank God. But a car should be faster than him. A car should be faster than him. He can't catch me on foot. He can't catch me on foot. Shifting into reverse, I slam the gas down. The tires spin, spraying dirt and rocks against the van's underside. I crank the wheel until it whips in the direction of the dirt road away from that psychopath's house. Oh, we out of here! I flip the headlights on, daring that lanky piece of trash to be standing in the middle of the road to stop me. No luck. I really hope this path goes somewhere. It can't just be all trees. There has to be a road. Come on now, come on. Oh my goodness! Shoot, he's in the car! He's in the car. He's in the car. He tricked me. He's in the car. You're not leaving. Oh my goodness, stop this van right now. He reaches over to grab the wheel. Oh shoot, what am I gonna do? There's nothing else for it. I'm gonna have to crash this van. Oh! 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 I can't even comprehend what just happened. I'm alive. All arms and legs are attached, not flung through the windshield. Shoot, where is he? Ooh, he hit his head. Is he? Unfortunately, I'm not gonna wait around for him to wake up. I need to keep going. He's alive. Yo! It takes me a moment to open the driver door, hurriedly unbuckling myself and crawling out. That guy can internally bleed for all I care. Staying on the road might be too dangerous. Who knows when he'll wake up and start heading this way? I better cover my tracks and hide out in the forest. I might miss a passerby, but I don't want to risk him catching up. A faint cold breeze rustles the trees and chills my skin as I proceed to descend deeper into the forest. The memory of my home, my real home, was heavy on my mind. The determination to make it out of this nightmare. I'll have to move somewhere else, of course. There's no way I'd feel safe there again. I'm sure I'll be relocated for my safety after reporting this to the police. I wonder what will happen next. He'll surely be put away for life for what he's done. I just hope that he doesn't manage to slip away. I can't imagine how many more people he'd hurt. Each twig snapping only made me more paranoid, always checking each movement that my eyes tricked me into seeing. Every shadow, every glow of eyes in the dark had me on edge. I didn't slow my pace. I swear someone is still watching me. Bro, he's probably still behind us. How long have I been walking? It feels like hours. Still no sign of civilization, no lights, no path. I've been in such a physically and emotionally drained haze, I don't know if I'm even going in circles. It doesn't help how dark it is now. Maybe I should have stayed on the main road. Lights! Finally! Please let there be people here. Yo! Oh, that's a fire ending. It looks like a gas station. Oh my goodness! Okay, so basically, with that route, we can get away. Unless he followed us. He's probably still alive. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to play day 5. Well, I'm not playing day 5 because again, guys, the creator doesn't want people to show day 5 yet online. But whenever we can, I definitely want to continue this route because I'm like, I want to know what happens if you escape. So we didn't get to date TK in this route because I couldn't figure out how to date him. So I guess let me know other routes you guys want me to try and maybe let me know how I need to go about dating TK and maybe getting closer to the landlord or Lucy or whatever. I'm gonna leave this here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join the squad. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Shawty's up in here, this an anthem. Walk up in the room, still a beauty with a mask on. And just laid up, y'all be